Hi there. It is Monday, July the 29th, and I have my spiritual spice cards, and we're going to shuffle them and see what the universe would like for us to pay attention to this week, and is going to give us really good support energetically for. And by the way, if you're watching these videos, then you are absolutely supposed to be here. I firmly believe that, and I would imagine if you're here, you believe that as well. So, okay. This is the card I drew, so let it be. Makes me think of the Beatles song, When I Find Myself in Times of Trouble. Okay, so let it be in the book Spiritual Spice. If you have it, wonderful, and if you don't, you can get it on Amazon. So let it be is on page 168. Okay, so let go. If it no longer serves you, don't hold on just because it is familiar. All right, so what happens a lot of times, we hold on to things because it's familiar, it's comfortable. And you've probably heard the saying, life is just outside your comfort zone. What that means is that what you're familiar with, what you're comfortable with, is something that you've already experienced. Now, that doesn't mean that we get rid of everything that we're comfortable with in life. No. That's not what this is talking about. What this is talking about is looking at what you have in your life that no longer serves you, that is no longer in your highest, best good. A lot of times we will have people in our life that they have gone in a different direction than we have, but we try to make that fit, okay? Now, there are also people in our lives that have gone in a different direction, but we can still continue that path with them. You know, I have friends like that. I went maybe off in my spiritual studies and they continued their quote unquote careers, and we're still friends. But then there were other friends who went off and just did something entirely different. And it's not that we had a fight or that we had anything big and huge to part ways. It's just that we were no longer congruent vibrationally. We were no longer moving in the same direction, okay? And that would be from deep down in our soul, you know, our soul journey. Our connection had already served its purpose. There's a book, and I don't remember what book it was in, but I just loved it. It was about the saying that sometimes, you know, like we fly along in life and our wingtips touch, and then it's time to fly off in other directions. I just thought that was a beautiful visual about just having those wingtips touch. And you're probably familiar with the whole idea behind different seasons, and that to everything there is a reason, and you know, sometimes it's just for a season, sometimes it's for a lifetime. But the main thing here, if you're going to look at let it be, is to be okay with whatever it is. The only way that you can do that is if you understand yourself. If you have a really good thermometer is the word that's coming into my brain, I don't know why. But it's like if you have a way that you can, you know, like really understand the temperature of what you're feeling or what you're thinking or what's showing up for you, that it's time to move on or it's time to just sit and wait and see. One of the hardest lessons that we have to learn in this life is patience. The main reason that we have a hard time learning patience is because we want to control things. Some things we can control, some things we can't. And when it's something that we can't control, that's the time that we need to just sit back, relax, let it be, let it unfold, let it play out exactly the way that it's supposed to, because we're not really in charge of that anyway. And we can just make ourselves miserable. We can create all kinds of turmoil and chaos by trying to force a round peg into a square hole, okay? Now, let's go back because I just want to bring this full circle for you. The whole idea around just holding on to something because it's familiar, right? It would kind of be like akin to you're in high school, but you're still doing times tables, right? Math wise. Okay, so you're in a high school math class and you're like further advanced than when you were in elementary school, but because the times tables are familiar to you, that's what you want to keep doing. Think about that in your life or in your business, whatever you're looking for answers to here. Think about what is it that you're holding on to only because it's familiar to you, not because it still serves a purpose in your life. There are a lot of things that we do that with. And you only have so much time in a day. And so whatever you're filling up that time with, or whatever things you're filling up your life with, sometimes you need to let go of those familiar things in order to create space for the new. One of the best examples of that absolutely is your closet. If your closet is full and you want to hang some new clothes in your closet, then you've got to get rid of some of the old clothes that you no longer wear and that you no longer need. So it would be the same thing. That's something that's familiar to you. It's just hanging there because it's always been hanging there. And sometimes we're afraid to let it go because we don't know if what we get new is going to be as good as. But I promise you, pay attention to what you're following within yourself. The universe is going to support you into definitely it being something better. But you have to make space. So let it be. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Don't hold on to things just because they're familiar to you, and open yourself wide open to the wonderful things that are just waiting for you. All right, now if you need help looking at what you're holding on to, or maybe what you're dealing with energetically on a soul level, I love doing that. Just get in touch with me through my website, SharonHess.com. And now I want you to, if you have any questions, just put a comment below. Please like the video, share it with your friends. But I'm more than willing to have a discussion with you about this. And I want you to go out now, spend this week paying attention to how to let it be. If you're holding on to something that just because it's familiar, then think about why you're doing that. Now go out and have a fabulous life just because you can.